Hi everyone, Dr. Gustin here, and I wanted to give you just a little bit more introduction before I set you free for the rest of the course. And so here I am in week 1, part 1, and if you look at your syllabus, which hopefully you printed out, you'll see that week 1, part 1 is due on Thursday, June 1 at 1 minute before midnight. So the first thing you want to do is each module, each part of the week, so week 1, part 1, week 1, part 2, all the things listed over here, we'll have a lab handout. So you click on the lab handout, and it opens up, and there it is, week 1, part 1, lab 1. It's the same thing that says it on your lab syllabus. And what you're going to see is there'll be objectives, there'll be some different things. This one says that there's a virtual lab tutorial. So you'll go to this week's Brightspace module and you'll find that link. So let's go back and do that. So here I am back in the module, and virtual labs. I have a whole bunch of virtual labs. I just kind of collapsed them into this little section here. And so there's the virtual lab tutorial, and you'll click on that and you'll do that tutorial. Most of the virtual labs take, I don't know, 5 minutes or 10 minutes at the most. They don't take terribly long, but it'll give you kind of a rundown on how to do the virtual labs. And then once you complete these, you can click off. There'll be a little box there that you can click, and also to say you're done. But the grade upon completion, you'll get a 100% grade that will go right into your grade sheet. And I try to put the points on this sheet, but I don't always. Let's see. Here it says complete the virtual labs and the lab quiz for you to earn 10 points towards lab 1 quiz grade. And the breakdown of those points you can see on your syllabus. So this week, each one of these are worth just 1 point. So I want you to do all these virtual labs, but the reason why you know to do those is because you're following the lab handout. So there's the first virtual lab, and then you read this little bit of thing about lab safety. I made a little video. Some of these videos are just me in the live microbiology lab. And there's another section. It says there's a virtual lab. So you go back to that list of virtual labs I showed you. There's another virtual lab. Sometimes I'll put questions there that I want to make sure you remember for the lab practical. Here's a biosafety level thing where there's a video to watch, and then it asks you to fill in some of the answers there. So, and then ask some questions about that video. So that's how the labs pretty much go, that they'll be, here's part 3, metric measurements. And so now 3 virtual labs. You'll go back to the Brightspace page and you'll do those labs. Here's some questions to practice. And the reason why I put those there again are to remind you that you should be able to do these things for the first lab practical. Okay. And then when you're all done that, you can go back to your week 1, part 1 Brightspace module. There's all your virtual labs. So now that you're done with all those, you can collapse them. And there's a lab quiz. And the lab quizzes are things that you should be able to answer after completing that lab handout. Now you're allowed to use this lab handout to take the lab quiz. It's just my way to kind of check, did you do the handout? Did you think about things while you did them? On this particular one, I'm giving you 2 bonus points. So there's 3 points with an additional possible plus 2 bonus points. The reason I put that on there is I wanted to know how many students are CCC students that plan to graduate at CCC, and how many of you from other schools. So there's a couple questions on there that will help me figure all that out. Any information you want to give me can be helpful, but I have some questions relating to that on there. Please make sure you try to give me that information. What I use it for is just for scheduling for the future. We're trying to figure out how many people want online, how many people want live classes, and where are they coming from. So if you answer those bonus questions, that would be a huge help for me to get that information. So take the quiz. You can get up to 3 points and have it all done by Thursday at 1 minute to midnight. Remember, every other week, the assignments are due on Sundays and Wednesdays. Only week 1 do we have a Thursday assignment due because we started a day late. Good luck. Please let me know if you're having any troubles, and I look forward to hearing what you think. Take care.